Oh! I never know if that's good levels or not. We'll figure it out. Dude, this fly is trying to fuck with me and it's bothering me. Do I smell?
Back?
I don't think so.
Just a big ass fly.
I smell good and shit. Maybe that's the problem. Anyways, what's going on, dog? Another week of podcasting. Another week of dropping some mad, I don't know, fill in the blank on this podcast. But by the way, those of you that don't know, we are on iTunes now. iTunes now. As I mentioned on the previous podcast, we're releasing twice a week, Monday, Thursdays. All the throwback episodes are releasing Monday, Thursdays. Catch up on the old stuff. I'm going to put the links down below. And those of you that found this on iTunes, just ignore this altogether. And then eventually when we catch up to the current episodes, like today, then we will, I guess it isn't today for the people that find it on iTunes in the future. Anyways, long story short, when we catch up to the new ones, I will release both on Mondays. But anyways, iTunes, Monday, Thursdays. What's going on with you, dog?
Not too much, man. I'm tired. I just want to go to sleep.
That's high. Why don't you get coffee?
No, I'm already drinking Coke. I don't need Coke and coffee.
I need it all, dog. I need it all. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. I needed everything.
You should just put some Coke wire there. I'm sure somebody
has some cocaine. Just got a little line in there.
Yeah, just like one, not like John Jones amount of cocaine. Just
like a little bit. Not enough to be Daniel Cormier. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Hey, did you see any cold brew in here? Any signs for cold brew?
I think I did see one.
Is there? Because over there's like signs like where it's like it's like a tap. It's almost like a beer tap where like they pour the cold brew. Yeah. I don't think I showed you that picture, huh? I gotta show it to you. So I just came back from Cali. I went back to Cali, visited Boski, met Ralph.
You met Ralph for the first time.
I saw Boski and I met Milo for the first time.
Ralph and Boski, really, guys, are two different people.
I'm horrible multitasking. Oh, see, check it out. Here's the picture. So it's like they got the little signage, but they got like a tap in the back. It's almost like a beer tap. I'm like, that's random looking.
What the fuck, white people?
It's getting serious. I almost want to try this nitrogen infused cold brew, but what if I don't like it? I guess they're willing to give me another drink if I don't like it, but I don't know. But anyways, long story short, I'm back. I've gotten, dude, I almost want to tally how many hours of sleep I've totaled in the last 4 days. It's got to be less than 20.
I'm sure it probably is. Just running on. Just doing it like we did back in the day, man.
Rolling the streets?
Rolling the streets. Just go home, get a few hours sleep, roll the streets again. That's how you do it.
Shit.
Except now we're just way older.
It hits you harder, though.
That's
the problem.
It's hard.
I'm trying to calculate this shit in my head right now. It's
not
working out
very well. I assume this is what it's like to have children.
I don't know, man. All I know is that you are hella tired for sure. I mean, they're getting up. You got to get up with them.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I mean, there's no way around it. That's kind of the way it goes. Unless you got a super cool like husband or wife that are just gonna do shit for you.
Possible. Most likely not. No.
I'm trying to total it. I think it's for sure under 20 hours.
Dude, you're struggling real hard to do that.
I'm tired. No. I'm trying to, because I'm also, as I'm talking to you, I'm also thinking about what time I want to sleep, what time I got up. First night I got, I think around 7 hours of sleep. Second night I got about, let me look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So 7 plus 8.
14.
15, dog. Close enough.
Whatever.
15, and then I got I think 3 today. 3 or 4. There's a nap. I got a nap. So I'm at what? 18?
Mm-hmm.
18 for 4 days?
It's crazy.
Goddamn machine, dog.
I'm telling you.
Goddamn machine.
If I went with you.
Dude, you've been hurting. You would have been hurting.
We would be barely getting back right now because we would have been sleeping.
Well,
I ain't doing that bullshit you just pulled.
Goddamn machine. Don't you forget it, ladies. But anyways, my whole thing is You probably could have like slept in while I was getting work done, and then just you would have been fine in the morning.
Yeah, I guess I could have drove back
Dude,
while you slept.
if you would have gone with me, you could have gone to Fogo de Chao. There's one literally like down the block.
Did you just call me?
Have you never heard of Fogo de Chao?
I don't know what that means, so I'm going to take it as an insult.
Fogo de Chao is that Brazilian churrascaria. It's like a place where literally...
What the fuck did you just call me again?
It's like a Brazilian barbecue place. And like they give you these chips, like a plastic chip, and they're green and red on one side, on both sides. And like if it's green, these guys just keep coming with skewers of meat, and you tell them when to stop giving you food. It's like a all you can eat shit.
This sounds expensive.
It's a little pricey, I'm sure. But what I'm saying is that we could have gone and tried it out. Got that protein in. You know what I'm saying?
I think if it
gains.
we'll have to go back over there in like probably like in April sometime, before April.
Why then?
Seems like a good time to go over there.
Well, actually, I think when I spoke to Wilson, he I mean, of course, he's wants to do it tomorrow if he could, but he's booked out till I think he said July, but they've got, you know, openings here and there. It's not like he's 100, like you never book something out 100% all the way through. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like every single day is taken. So maybe I can fit in an appointment between then because he wants to get it done before like summer.
Oh, really?
He'd like to. And I'm like, hey, you want to get it done before summer? You want to give me a fat ass discount? Maybe we'll get it done before summer. I'm like a 20% discount, dog. I'll be here real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. That's how quick I'll be here.
Yeah, just once.
It's like real quick for you to be like, hey, you should come over here and get this done real quick. But I'm like, yeah, dog. Your rate needs to drop.
I was just saying to hang out with Boski, you know, properly.
I got you.
Because like every time we go, it's either you or me or somebody else. So yes, we all actually
all chill. There. Yeah, I agree. You got to take you to that. So we went to that collectibles thing, and I filmed a lot of shit, but I also filmed a lot of not shit. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I also filmed not a lot. But simultaneously I did both.
Give me the footage, y'all. Fucking
Did you do it? You haven't done the one from the freaking one I gave you.
I don't have that.
I gave it to you.
Where's
I gave
it at?
you two thumb drives. I have no idea what
I
you
don't
do
know.
with them.
Have you
Bullshit.
seen my room?
That's the problem.
I live in a mess.
Like 3 weeks ago, I gave you footage for a project video I did. That would have been an easy edit.
Not.
You already lost the footage.
Give me this new footage. I won't lose it probably.
Bullshit, you won't. Anyways.
What do they look like?
There's 2 USB sticks because apparently we're so ghetto that all our USB sticks are only like 2 megabytes, and then we gotta like put them together for them to work. Freaking ghetto shit. There's like mini SD cards the size of like a grain of salt now with like 9,000 gigs on them, and we're over here like trying to put together 2 busted ass USB drives with like tape around them, and I'm trying to like, yo dog, don't lose it, and then you gotta hook 2 of these up at the same time. And by the way, whenever you stick this one in the machine, you gotta press it together, that way it doesn't explode.
Yeah, that's true. I completely forgot about that. That blew my mind right now. You're telling me.
Yeah, man, get to it, dog. Dude, you probably haven't even installed the fucking software on your computer.
I got my software.
Okay.
On there.
Oh, so you did it then?
Yeah, it's on there.
Oh, what if I could? All right, I got it. What if I come in here and I legit straight face just say when they ask me for my name for the coffee order, I'm like Drake.
That'd be fine.
They probably just laughed.
It should be I
need a gag name.
No, it should be like John, and they'll be like, oh, okay. Then when they start writing it down, be like, it's a Z, not a J.
Zon? Like Zon?
No, that's pronounced.
It's just silent. It's just a different.
Yeah, that's pronounced John.
I guess, man.
Up with the Z. Oh, GTA moment.
Oh, so they're about to fight or what?
Yeah.
I missed it. I bet you, man, like that probably.
Park over here. I want your drama.
I bet you that happens a lot too with like around banks, because there's people pulling money all the time. So I bet you a lot of times there's like film footage of people getting assaulted.
I think what happened was they're having I think they're
marital
passing off
dispute
their
or what?
Yeah, they're passing off their children.
Oh, dark.
What happens?
So yeah, man.
How was that place?
What?
That collectible place.
It was cool. So it's like a big warehouse. I'm
Mhm.
surprised it's free to get in and free to kind of look around. I mean, you're just basically spending money on the stuff you want to buy. The only downside is it's not like all. But by the way, it's also not just all nerdy shit. They also got like sports collectibles and you know whatever memorabilia and whatever the fuck you're into, you know, weird shit. But they got a lot of cool stuff, and they got a lot of like varying amount of things. Like they got pops, and
They got a hentai section.
they've got people that have like you know like for example my Akino figure. Like they got a whole bunch of those too and stuff. I was like, is there any more High School DxD ones here I'm not aware of? But nah. If there was some High School DxD stuff, I might have gotten it. Boski and Milo were like, oh, are you gonna buy something? And there was a point where like Boski bought something, and I was like, I knew he was gonna buy something. Then Cynthia bought something, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. And then Milo broke down and bought something, and I'm like, now I'm just holding strong. I'm the last soldier here in this game. I gotta stay strong to my convictions.
I've been real cheap, man.
You would have bought a whole bunch of shit. I'm telling you that right now. You would have bought a whole bunch of random shit you don't even need.
No, I've been pretty good. The only thing I bought was that little Gundam thing that's on my Instagram.
I saw that, yeah.
And
I
that's
links down below.
That's like my new thing. So
That's why I like the miniatures, man. They if you could find a good company that makes good miniatures with
really
good details,
Good detail on that thing.
and they take up less space. That's why I like miniatures. You look at Funkos, and it's like they're the opposite of that. They take up a lot of space. They have not a lot of detail, and they're usually like shit quality nowadays. So that's why I can't get on that pop game.
Yeah, well, I'm more picky about the pops too. I was telling you, look for these certain ones. There's certain ones I'm looking for.
I found the Vegeta for you.
Yeah, 25. That's about the going price for it.
I saw one I saw another one for 30. I saw one for 25. I didn't see any of the Bizarro one.
Yeah, looking for Bizarro. I was looking for the Hollow Ichigo. See, I want
The Hollow what?
Hollow Ichigo. It's from Bleach.
Oh.
Which I had the two other ones of that, but I sold them. And now apparently they're coming out with a few more, so I'm probably have to end up rebuying those ones.
Well, I think the most valuable one I think I saw out there, that at least according to Boski, was one of those Funko Freddy's.
Yeah.
It was like the 2014 Comic-Con exclusive one. It's like a silver looking. I don't know enough about this shit. But and I guess some guy was selling a whole bunch of Michael Jackson ones. I guess Boski said those are really pricey too. So I don't know, man. I just looked around. I saw old school. What did I call it? I told you earlier. Mighty Max. Old school cartoon. If you guys have never, in fact, I'm gonna look for that online, see if I can find the series.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what that is, you is too young.
Yeah, I might. Speaking. All right, one more thing.
Oh,
about
I
the
like this
Funkos.
song. Suck it now.
Is that saying suck it now?
No, it's not. I'm gonna like this thing.
All right, one more thing about the Funkos, and we'll get off that subject because I know people are like,
women are like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna sell my Star Wars collection of Funkos and possibly my Spider-Man one, so I can finish up my Dragon Ball collection. Cause
I mean, luckily those aren't a lot. There's not a lot of Dragon Ball ones, right? So
no,
like a dozen
like
or so.
Yeah, like I want the Beerus, I want that Frieza one. There's a Majin Buu one. I want. Those are a little more expensive, so.
I saw the Majin. I saw the Majin Buu, but these are the chocolate looking
chocolate
one.
one.
Yeah, I saw that one over there.
Yeah,
it actually literally looks like chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I might even try to just bite this shit.
Yeah, and then there's two Beeruses and there's two Friezas. Like the one Frieza with red eyes, that one's really expensive.
I haven't seen that.
And then remember I got you a Frieza, the golden Frieza?
Yeah.
That one went up in value.
It went up? Damn it.
Yeah.
If you start Spider-Man, let me know. I'll buy that Scarlet Spider off you.
And then there was...
Ben Riley, you know what I'm saying? Holler.
And then there's two Beeruses, metallic one and a normal one, but they're a little more expensive than others. But there you go. I actually had the dude I made friends with. He was I was trying to make some trades with him, but the dude was overcharging. He was like an eBay dealer. I'm like, if I'm going to you, it's because you're getting me a better deal on stuff, not charging me like an eBay dealer.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't talk to him anymore.
All right. Well, before we get off this toy thing, the only thing I would have bought there that I saw that I wanted and I didn't find it, and that's the only reason I didn't buy it, was some company came out with Gremlin figures.
Oh yeah.
And they had one where it was Gizmo, and he's got the crossbow, and he's got like the bandana and everything. He's about to go murk some dudes. If they would have had that one, I would have bought it because it was like 4 inches or whatever. It was a really good one. They just had all the bad guys though. They didn't have like they didn't have Gizmo. They didn't even have regular Gizmo. But I wanted the Rambo Gizmo. I wanted the I'm gonna murk you Gizmo. I would take that to work.
Yeah, I think that's a pop actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That movie's super good still. But anyways, long story short, next time we go, we'll go to that place because it is a drive away. Like literally, it was between LA, downtown LA, and between Boski's place. So literally, we all met there. That's why I didn't go to Boski's, and then we backtracked. And then from there, it was still like 45 to an hour to Boski's.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There's one of those places down here actually.
Really?
Well, it's open on Saturdays.
That's like that place. It's only open on.
We just got to get down there. It's just here from where we are. It's like 30 minutes away. It's kind of down there by the airport in that area of town. So it's just.
We still need to go to that arcade downtown.
Place. Yeah. We go down there
I want to check that place out. I told Boski about that brewery we have, the 8-Bit Brewery. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them. 8-Bit Brewery that's down here where it's like a. I don't even know what makes it 8-Bit. Just the fact they're probably named 8-Bit. The beers are named 8-Bit. I thought they had games in there or something, but I don't think they do. But he was like, "Oh, I want to go check that out." I was like, "He's into that. Like they're into that like fine beer or whatever. I don't know. I guess he's like he was gonna offer me one, but I was like, I'm not a big beer man. Like I hate. I would feel bad if he gave me one of these beers that he thinks is like the shit, and then I'm like, that this tastes like shit, dog. Like, cause it's like something he really likes, you know. And it's like I'm not a beer guy, so
no, I'm not. I'm not either. All the beer I tried, I'll be like, this tastes like piss, man.
But he says that one's really good because I guess it's got a chocolatey taste to it. I'm like, it's a risk, man. I don't think you're going to want to throw this thing away if I don't like it. You're going to cry.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't disrespect you like that. And then, yeah. I mean, I went with, had some good alcohol this week, though. Them drinks I had.
I'm going to have to keep an eye on your ass. Be like, send me your geotag right now. Where are you at?
Dude,
no more drinks.
The alcohol beverage I drink is barely any alcohol in that thing. It's barely anything.
You guys can't see my skeptical hippo face, but my skeptical hippo face is on right now.
Dude, they're tiny. They're like this.
Yeah, but it's hard liquor. It's not like it's beer.
It's only vodka.
Okay.
It's not like I'm drinking Hennessy from a bottle. Jeez. Man, come on.
What is that one I drank once when in my youth?
Grey Goose.
It's not Grey Goose. Is it Grey Goose?
Patron.
No. It tastes like black licorice, but it's got some of the highest I think
Jaeger.
alcohol. Maybe it's Jaeger.
I don't know what you used to do in your younger days.
I remember that shit burned on the way down. It burned like you were taking diesel fuel down. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I was at church.
I was like, give me every chaser you got. Give me the lime. Give me some sodas. Give me just that Aunt Jemima syrup, and I'll just take that down.
Jeez.
Burns.
I know that place up there though. We went to. We gotta go there for sporting reasons.
Yeah, I agree. Sports.
Even one of my coworkers I went with was like, "Wow, they got very good sports here."
You're like,
he was like, "Damn, the sports." I was like, "I agree with you."
And you're like, and he's not even into sports.
Nope. And then the dude who was into sports was like, "Oh, my eyes are burning for all the sports."
So good.
So good sports. Yeah, sports though.
So what's going on with you, dog?
Other man, I'm tired. I worked yesterday.
I saw that. Hustling, gotta make that paper, dude.
Hopefully,
paper ain't gonna make itself.
If I don't see a huge difference, like $100 difference, I'm not doing that again. I went out of my way.
Well, you worked a good chunk of hours, so I would assume you're gonna get a good chunk of difference. Otherwise, it's gonna be not good.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. See how it works out. Hopefully it's good. If not, yeah, I'm not gonna do it again. It's just tiring. It's like I didn't do anything.
Well, when you cut back the amount of time off from work, it's like you're not getting that mental break you normally get. I was on a different note. Like, did you hear how like Toys R Us are closing? Mm-hmm. And like normally, like this isn't news I would talk about here because it's who gives a fuck, right? But like for those of you that don't know, I've talked about this on an older podcast. If you want to listen to those, Go check out the iTunes account, Monday's Locker Room Talk on iTunes. Toys R Us was my first job. So, like, a little bit of me, because you told me they're not all closing, so that's kind of cool. But a little bit of me is like, oh, that was, like, my first job.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, it was like, oh, man, like, my first job is going away, like, permanently. I had so many good times at that place, you know? So many stories.
Mm-hmm.
So many possible stories that, due to legal reasons, I can't even talk about. Like,
due to statute of
there you
limitations.
go. That's the word I couldn't look for. Statute of limitations.
Can.
Ultimately, man, I had a blast. I mean, just riding all the big wheels in the back, riding bicycles. That's back when Razor scooters came out. That's how fucking old I am. That's when Razor scooters came out. Dude, I used to whip those things around in the back. I was BMX guy in the back. I was like, whipping them and riding them. And dude, some of the people probably bought some shit that, like, the brake pads are already all worn out.
Jeez, man.
I was going to ham on those things in the back. Dude, I never did I ever tell you this story. So you know how there's those big plastic pool things for little kids, or like you just fill them with water,
Mm-hmm.
and what are they called?
Slip and slides?
No. It's just basically a piece of plastic that they folded, and it's just you fill it with water, and kids can dip in there.
Swimming pool.
It's a swimming pool, but it's a word for it where it's anyways, long story short, we used to stack those like two rows up on some what are they called? Not ledges, on some scaffoldings. Like they used to have like two levels of shelves, and they used to be at way top. So whenever somebody ordered one, you'd have a little badge unit, and it's like, oh, somebody ordered one of these little not inflatable pools, those plastic pools. And I'm like, all right, cool. I look up the SKU, and then I like just climb up there real quick, just grab one and just throw it on the ground and scan it. I'm like, all right, now I'm bringing it to the front, right? Long story short, that was how the workflow went. But one time, dude, I can't remember what happened. I think I was just tired. I stayed out too late, and I was working because I was working and going to school. And I remember one time being like, man, I'm hella tired. It's slow out here. I'm not getting any calls because I transferred positions a lot, like depending on what they needed me for. And I remember one time just thinking, man, I'm exhausted. I must have gone out the night before or something, and then I had to go to work. And I remember being like, I really use a nap right now. And this is before like energy drinks. I wasn't drinking coffee then, so I was exhausted. I remember I climbed up on that second story, and I literally laid out in that little pool. I took a legit 15-minute nap up there, and nobody knows you're up there because they would walk out.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm like the second floor up on top of some little pool, and nobody knew I was up there. That's so many good stories working there.
That's hilarious, man.
Just taking a nap. The only thing that was a pain in the ass about doing that stuff is that people would order those gigantic backyard swing and slide wood mechanism things.
Yeah.
And that was like a 2-man job to be able to get that from the back all the way to their freaking car. And normally these guys come in, they got like a Kia Soul.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are you gonna put this? This is like a 12-foot box by like 12 by 1 foot box, like just a long ass freaking box full of wood and metal and parts. And you're gonna put this in your Kia every single time, dude. Every single time. To the point where towards the end I was like, yo, what do you drive? You could buy it. I'm not helping you load this unless you got a big ass truck. Not gonna happen. Women are like, oh, can you tie this to the not just women, but oftentimes I get that. They're like, can you tie this to the top? I'm like, no, you can't. It's a liability. We're not allowed. We'll give you the rope, then you could tie it up there. But it's a huge liability for us to tie some 300-pound box to the top of your Kia Soul, and you're going to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get on the freeway. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So many good memories, man. It's one of those things where, like, at some point in your life, you have a job that there's very little responsibility. Like, yeah, you're not rolling in cash. I'm not gonna come out of Toys R Us with like a wad of hundreds or anything. But you do have a lot of fond stories of just like, hey, man, I used to just take naps and play with the like Razor scooters and ride stuff and I was still a good employee though, like, because I'm such a kid at heart that I knew what the shit was. Like, if somebody's like, oh, I'm looking for like a Pokemon card, I'd be like, I got you, dog. I got you. Let me aisle 13, second shelf.
Did you ever have to dress up like the big giraffe?
No. Can you imagine? Especially how hot it is out here. People be dying. They were using it in the marketing then, but there weren't. I don't think there were any suits, and if there was, man, you can't pay me to get in there. Not what I was making. You couldn't pay me. Like, can you imagine how nasty it probably smells to be in that suit, or people sweats all over? The
suit, like, hey, I'm Jeffrey. You wanna play cards with me?
But the cool thing about Toys R Us is they did have like legit stuff. Like they had like some days where they have special events where kids come in and you could like. I would literally get paid sometimes just to like do arts and crafts with little kids and shit. I'm like, hey man, I could be loading that giant swing set on that dude's IKEA that I'm looking at right now, or that dude's Kia that's outside. But I'm okay. I'm gonna make this bunny with this little kid here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, and that back in the day, I mean. Anyways, I got a lot of stories, but I was a little saddened when I heard that they were closing them down. But I guess you said not all closing down, right?
No,
just
not all of
ones.
them. Not all of them. Not yet, at least. I know the one by us is staying open, and then the one up there by the ball is open.
Does anybody own Toys R Us? Like, you know how Kmart's owned by Sears? Is anybody like an overarching company for Toys R Us? That's why Kmart stayed around for so long, is because Sears essentially carried Kmart. But I think Kmart's starting to fold up now.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of, but the Kmart that's been over there on the other side of town, that's finally closing.
I'm surprised, man. I don't know.
Years.
I'm surprised. But
I don't know where the minority's going to go to buy their clothes now.
Oh, jeez. Long story short, though, that was saddening. That was saddening part of news. What else is going on? The Super Bowl happened. Who gives a fuck? What else is on my list of things?
Wow.
Who gives a shit? Oh, dude. Okay, so part of going to California is like I for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you guys probably saw the fat pictures from this pad that I was at, where not the place I stayed in, but it was actually the place where my tattoo artist was like doing his work. But part of that process is like he had to bring me up because it's a pretty expensive place, and like there's Ferraris and shit driving around, and like so they have to come and get me because I can't just get in the elevator and go to his floor. Like you gotta badge to the right floor, and then it gets you up there or whatever. And I gotta show you the video and some of he showed me there, like it's like a little hangout spot on the 7th floor. They got like one of those pools. It's like all like level, and it's like a jacuzzi. They got like a little chill area. They've got like a little bar grilling area. They've got like a coffee machine that does everything all custom. It's crazy, and that's like for everybody in the thing. They got a little gym. It's crazy. But anyways, my point was that I was waiting for them to come and get me. And like, I guess this guy must have been the maintenance guy or something. And he's like, there's this girl that was working at the front desk and another guy that was working at the front desk. And this guy's like the maintenance guy. And he's like, oh, I almost forgot my drill. And he puts it in his hand. And then the guy's like, oh, and he's like, that's nice. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, it's real nice. And check out this battery. And he's like clicking the button. Because when you click the button, there's like a little light that comes out of it. This guy was like the most like non-maintenance guy ever. Like this is the guy who's like owned his first drill, and he's like, yeah, check out this light. Like he's like trying you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was trying real hard not to laugh because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, this guy is just like, he's flaunting this thing that he seems like he's not well versed in. He's just like, yeah, and it's real nice. Look at this battery. I like these battery packs. And I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
Should have gone up to him and been like, how many volts is that? Is that 900?
I was like laughing about it only because of the vibe that's in downtown LA. And when I say this, like, don't take it the wrong way, but there's a lot of piece of shit people down there. Like, and what I mean by that is like, LA's got a vibe to it where everybody's like super self-involved. Everybody's like super focused on what they're doing, that like nobody acknowledges each other there. And I think that is something to do with the population. Like they say that once you get past a certain number, you give less fucks about the people around you. And that's definitely a problem in LA. And I bet you it's even worse in New York. And I just hit this mic. Sorry, guys. And I see that, and I just would like walk around, people just nasty with each other and just didn't say shit to each other, no acknowledgement, a lot of poverty, a lot of people just begging downtown, and just the people like that sliminess that comes along with like pretentiousness of money. I can't stand that shit. I'm like, dude, I got no problem socking you in the face. Like, I don't come from this isn't my world. Like, I can't stand that shit. Like, that's another reason why I can never live in a place like that. Like, I mean, never say never, right? Because if, you know, it was like, oh, you need to do a life or death situation, I guess I have to do it, right? But I mean, like, it wouldn't be my choice. It wouldn't be like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. It's just the people don't like the people. The downtown scene's kind of cool because it's got like that vibe of like people living downtown. There's like convenience stores in every corner. There's coffee shops and Starbucks everywhere. There's like little like grocery stores. There's Walgreens, like, and they're just the tiny little areas that usually are like maybe 2-3 Starbucks worth of space, and everything's very compact and livable. I literally parked my car for those couple days and just walked around wherever I needed to get anything. Everything was within walking distance, within 2-3 blocks. That's cool. I enjoyed that. That gives me like it gives me like a weird like double-edged sword to it. Like, it gives you like an idea of like community and kind of everybody kind of working together because everything's so tight-knit there. But then you look at the people and you're like, that's not what the people are about, though. Like, the people are not about that. So it's weird. It's weird. It's like, it's weird seeing like so much money where you're seeing Ferraris and i8s and like luxury cars and really expensive shit. And then you also see all the poor and all of like the disparity and differences in the money. It's a lot of money through there. So very interesting. But I just thought the reason why the drill thing and the guy with the maintenance guy was so funny to me was that, like, it's still that pretentious and like white collar mindset in a blue collar kind of job.
Yeah.
And it's just weird. It's like even your maintenance guys out here are a little softer than any other places because of that. I think it's just the culture. I don't know. I found that funny for some reason. I can't alliterate why it was funny, but it was hilarious how.
Yeah, you should have went up to him and be like, so what kind of volts you throwing down with that, man? Like 1,000? How many red shoes you got in there? Like,
he's like, bro, all of them.
Power's that Thunderstone? You got like 20.
He's got a Minecraft redstone in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hilarious about it, man.
I wonder if people from LA feel like that when they come over here.
I don't know. I mean, I think part of being these are generalities, of course, but I think part of being in that type of mindset is being in a mindset where you just think you're like the shit if you've got money. So if you come down here, you're probably like, I can buy everything here. Like that Big J Okerson where he's just like, my dad's here. He's going to buy it or whatever. He's going to buy this place.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. But anyway, I thought that was funny. What else going on with you, dog?
Nothing much. Oh man, I had something, but then I lost it.
So you gotta write shit down, dog. That's what your phone is for.
No, never write anything down.
I know, I could tell. Every time we get in this predicament.
Never write anything down. Writing is for foreigners.
What the fuck? Random? Jeez. What was I going to tell you? So, you know what I recently found out about?
Condoms?
What's that? I'm never quick enough with that joke. There's a community, like a growing community of people. So, like, people living off of the grid has been popular forever, right?
Yeah, people were into that.
But you know what is a new thing I've just come across? People that retrofit these vans and they basically live in a van. But it's not just like one hippie dude that's just like, he's got his chapuli. He's got his, what the fuck's that word I'm looking for? Anyway, it's not just some dude with some dreads and like some raggedy ass clothes smoking weed in his van. Like, no, these people are like legit. They take a van and they can fit a bed in there. They fit like I saw this video of like this guy and this girl who literally they're a couple and they live in this van. They retrofitted the van. They got a bed in there. They have like they made it so that they could fit their bikes in there. They've got like spare shit. They've got like a working sink. They've got like a way to get water. They got a water pump that fills the sink. I mean, they're very minimalist, right? They're living very minimally. They're not super crazy creature comforts, but they have like a solar panels on the van, so the van has got like power, and it powers some of their shit, and they basically like live and work off of this van. And they actually did a video where they broke down their expenses, how much they make, and how much and how they live in this van, and they still got some cash to drop on some like savings or investments or whatever. I mean, they're living incredibly minimalistic. I mean, they got.
So where do they park this van?
They travel around, so they drive. They travel all over, so they don't stay in one spot. They'll go check out different national parks in Canada. They go to Canada. They drive everywhere. They drove to Mexico. So essentially, they live in this van. The benefit of it is that they're traveling, right? But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, could I do that, dude?
Well, okay. How do they get money?
I can't remember what they do for a living, and they make a little money off of their YouTube channel. But they are making a living. I wonder how they're making a living. They've got to do it electronically. I mean, they're doing something via internet. Either they got some sort of like basic business. I mean, don't get me wrong. These guys aren't pulling $100,000 a year or a month or whatever. I mean, they've got a moderate income, and they just basically they don't splurge on much. I mean, they have the only thing they seem like they splurge on a lot that they could cut back on, because I think they say they spend $300 a month on coffee. It's like and when I saw that,
I'm calling bullshit on this whole thing already.
Why?
We're gonna spend $300 a month on coffee.
Yeah. I think some of it is the culture. It's the millennials also, and like the minimalist. But I think the way that's also kind of their little addiction, right? But also I think some of it is the fact that they use places like Starbucks for free Wi-Fi and whatever. Like they hook on all that. Even though technically that was their excuse, they don't technically need to. They have a Verizon hotspot that they use for all their shit anyways. So they don't really need to go to Starbucks to use their Wi-Fi. But I think they just love coffee. I think it's a mindset, and they're younger people and they're millennials, and I think that's just the lifestyle. But anyways, my whole point to this was the fact that it's fascinating to me that people can live so minimally that they're living in a fucking van. I mean, they got a little like cooler that doubles as their refrigerator, and like their
toilet.
Like they legit cook food in there. They do the whole like I'm gonna show you this video in a little bit.
Don't show me. I don't care.
They legit live off this van. It's fascinating to me because I think to myself, I'm like, first of all, could I do it? And I'm like, I mean, I could live minimally. I don't need a lot of shit, and I don't like I got rid of a lot of stuff when I sold my pad. So I think I could probably do it. Like, would I enjoy it? That's the next question. I don't know. Maybe for a little bit, and then you're just like, nah, man, this is over. I need a legit bed that doesn't like squeak and squeal when I'm moving around. I don't need to worry about my alternator not starting, and that's why I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, so that's the next thing. So like, if you're in a house, or even like a house you made, like if you cut down some trees and made like a hut. Like, at least you made that thing, right? Like, you picked the spot for it.
Right.
If you're in a van, well, I get Brock Lesnar and Overroyd to flip it over. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not fortified, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, your hut's not fortified either, but at least
you're thinking about more safety. You're thinking about safety. I can see that.
At least you're like, this is my hut. I got a spike pit right when you try to come in here or something.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, it's not like the most safe situation, right? But I think ultimately, like it's for them, it's about traveling and getting to know the country or other countries and experiencing all that stuff. But for me, it's like, could I do it? I think I could do it for a little bit. If I had what they had, like if I had the internet, because they had Wi-Fi, so they got a hotspot or whatever. So and they have like food and they can cook. And
I just want to know where they get like their food from.
So they'll stop at grocery stores.
I want to know how they're getting money.
I'd have to look at the video again to tell you where they get their money from. But
like, are they? So is there like online business available like on CrocTube? Is what I'm thinking.
They're not making that kind of money. They're not making like hey. Here's
hey, you might not make a lot of money if it's on CrocTube, but you're making enough.
You're paying for your shit
to pay for some stuff.
I mean, I don't know. They can't have a type of business where they're making stuff and shipping it out or anything because they got no room for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They have to have some sort of like other. I don't.
So it has to be something.
Now you got me fucking curious.
So it has to be something you can do a lot of in different spots.
Oh, jeez. I'm curious now,
different
so I'm gonna have to
ways.
freaking go watch
It's
this
like, hey,
30-minute video again.
Put this ski mask on. Oh, it's
jeez.
different from the last video.
I gotta show you the van too because they had to layer it so that they could put the bikes. Long story short, but my thing's also like so they've got very little room between the bed and like the roof of the van, and I'm like, you ain't getting crazy in that van. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing in mind. How fucked up is that, by the way? When I saw the van, I was like, you ain't getting crazy in that van.
Maybe they're like the voyeur couple. They just go out into the middle of the woods.
That's a good point. I guess in the middle of fucking nowhere, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, man.
You get the Slender Man looking at you, just staring.
Wow.
Like Slender Man, just like
Maybe that's your thing.
you got one of those ender creepers just staring at you and shit.
Yeah, man. Maybe that's your thing. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe,
Who
man.
knows?
But I thought it was fascinating. I just don't think I could do it. And the other thing that really came to mind was if you're a couple doing this, that's either gonna be a make or break situation for you. Like that situation is either gonna solidify your relationship and remind you that like it is definitely gonna work out if you're literally with that person 24/7 in a van. I mean, think about how much room that van has. Like, so you're either gonna solidify the fact that your relationship's gonna work out, or it's not gonna work out very quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly. Like, there's a reason why people go crazy in jail. Like, there's the stir craziness, the being caught up. I mean, I could easily make or break a relationship. I was laughing about that because I'm like, you know that's a problem. And that's just not them doing it, man. Like, after I clicked on their videos, I started getting more things on my feed concerning like the style of thing. And there's like a whole bunch of people doing this shit, retrofitting vans and just living like that. Like, there's one girl who started making a video about like how do you date, like when you're living in a van. I didn't watch it, but I'm like, wow, I didn't know this was a big thing. Like, it's not just these two weirdos. My point is that
there's 100 weirdos who are doing that.
There's more than two.
And you were wondering why I wanted World War III to start.
You want it? You can get drafted, dog. You're still in that age.
Dude, I'm so fat and out of shape. I ain't doing...
Don't worry. They'll get you in shape, dog. They'll get you looking like Captain America.
Nope.
They get you all yoked.
Nope.
Get you on that vitamin S.
I'll be like...
And vitamin D.
Like, I'm not gonna pass. I'm not passing any physical tests.
They'll get you on all the juice.
Also, I think my family makes too much money now.
I don't think so. I think you got to be one of those Bilderberg people for your family to make too much money.
Who? Bilderbergs?
Bilderbergs. Those are the
Build-A-Bear?
Bilderbergs.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, Google it later. Anyways, you the only way that's not happening is like you're a Clinton or a fucking Kennedy or some shit. You're going, dog. You'll be right there next to me.
We're too old already.
No, they'll take us. World War III happens.
They're gonna take you.
They're gonna take everybody.
You're a prime candidate.
They're like, we see this dude doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
He's good.
You got a whole YouTube channel full of videos that show you're in prime condition.
That's my weakness, right? That was my fuck up.
What's my YouTube channel? I get
video
winded
games?
when I'm playing Halo.
No, what
I'm
they'll
like,
do, you know
I
what they'll
just
have
beat
you
the
do?
level.
They'll have you shoot those like Predator drones.
I can do that.
Yeah, they'll probably have
I'll
you do
rock
that. They'll probably just have you like just hook up to an X. They'll probably get to the point now where they're just like, oh, you're really good at Xbox. Oh, here, bring your Xbox controller, and just wirelessly hook it up to it, and they're just like, here you go. It's just like Halo.
Yeah, I'm like, it is. Like, sir,
except every time you die, it's costing us $3 million. So just don't.
I'm like, so I don't die though, right?
Like for every drone you destroy, we shoot you once in the leg, and so you bleed out.
All right. Yeah, they'll be like, sir, did you go 60 minutes on firefight on Legendary without dying?
You're like, yes.
I don't want to brag, but I sure did.
They're like, come with us.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, come with us. We need you to train the VR troopers.
VR troopers. Yeah,
We
ultimately.
need you to train the beetle bots.
Some old ass reference. I forgot about those.
If your Photoshop isn't us as a beetle bots, you failed.
Aren't they the Beetleborgs?
Beetleborgs, beetle bots, it don't matter.
Nah, you have to look for a
Obscure
picture.
reference is obscure reference.
That's some old school shit.
Beetle.
The only thing you're gonna tell me is worse than that is like metal bots. Remember Metabots?
Metabots. That's the score in the football game.
Jeez.
Yeah, really getting blown out of the water, huh?
Sports.
Love to be blown out of the water.
Anyways, I just thought that was interesting, man. Like, what do you think you could do it? You think you just live in a van?
I could for a little while.
What's a little while? You think you do like 2 months?
I did like 2 to like 4 months maybe.
Do you think you do a year?
No. Because then it'd be like, I could probably... Big Bad Beetleborgs? Oh, yeah, there it is. I could... I could probably live...
That's old, man. It's like 90s, right?
Yeah.
Like late 90s.
Dude, this is hella
early.
90s. Look how 90s this shit is. They're the Big Bad Beetleborgs, by the way. That's what the whole thing is called. The only thing more 90s than that would have been called the Radical Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, I could do it for a little while. The van thing, though, I think would get to me after a while because it's too confined. Especially if I got whatever hanging over me. I'm like, this is going to drop and kill me in the middle of the night.
See, I don't think the confinedness would bother you because you can like get up, you park somewhere after you get tired, you can go hike or something, you go see the wilderness and come back to your van and go. I think for me it's just.
Also, my van is not going to have homosexual things like that. Like bikes. I don't need a bike. My thing's going to look like the Punisher van on 90s Spider-Man cartoons.
Just like
nothing but guns. It's going to have random nets that shoot out of the front. The headlights are going to be laser beams.
Are you getting ready for the zombie apocalypse?
I'm ready to fight anything. Bears, robot bears, Beetleborgs, anything that comes at me.
Bears.
Enderman, Slenderman.
You know that old, because that's some 2000.
Ender Dragon.
That's some 2000 shit, right? Like some 1990s, 2000 shit like that. It's like metal animals. It's like, oh yeah, he's got a metal shark.
Animorphs come at me.
I'm Animorphs. Jeez. But, you know, if you really think about it, bears are fucking scary as it is. And you think about a metal bear, it is kind of scary if you think about it.
That's right.
Give it some validity in it. But
That's
anyways.
right. You shooting one bullet at it, what's that going to do?
Nothing.
Tickle it. That's right. So I need an AK-47. I'm unloading on that bear.
I wonder how, speaking of guns, I wonder like how they deal with it. Like, let's say you'd want to have a gun, right, for sure, in that freaking van.
They probably don't. They probably have like whistles and air horns because they're dumb like that.
My point is, like, if you're crossing like country lines or state lines, I mean, do you acknowledge it? Do you tell them like, hey, yo, dog, I got a big ass rifle in here?
Yeah, I'm like, look, I got the sniper gun from American Sniper in here. I got all the swords from all the Highlanders, all of them. I'm not playing. I got everything.
They're not gonna let you go into Canada with that shit. They're gonna be like, what are you doing here?
I'm a collector.
Yeah, right.
Collector of people's souls.
Oh, gee.
It's a gathering.
Like I'm getting ready for it.
I'm getting ready.
I heard Canadians would be the first.
Yeah. Get ready for it, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So I think it's a fascinating concept. I just don't know if... I mean, I don't know if I could do it. How nice is the van?
That's what I'm saying. What kind... Is it like... Okay, some vans are big. Like, I drive around Dodge Caravans all week.
Dodge Caravans. I'm going to Google that.
The new ones are nice. They're pretty roomy. Like, if it's just me in that, okay.
Dodge Caravan.
But if they're retrofitting, like, 80s...
No, I think they're bigger
vans.
than the Dodge Caravan.
All right.
They're one of those, like...
80s or 70s vans?
No, it's like one of those, like work vans. Like the ones you see, like the...
All right, so like the Punisher's van from 90s Spider-Man.
Yeah,
cartoon.
okay.
All right, well, yeah, you'd be fine. I'll be all right.
But I mean, you also got to remember, you're fitting a bed in there. You're fitting, like all your shit. Like, these people had, like, a sink in there. They had, like,
I need a sink. I need to wash my hands. I'm a man.
You're like, I just baby wipe my hands.
No, I'm going to rub my hands together.
Some dirt, right?
With some dirt. And then I'm going to rub them together more, and that dirt's going to come off, and then my hands are clean.
It's just disintegrate because of your just sheer power.
That's right.
And
That's
will.
how I do it. That's right.
And force.
That's right.
I guess, man. I don't know. I thought about it. I was like,
I can do it for a while. Definitely do it for a little while.
I'll show you this van when we're done. But anyways,
I'm just saying, my van's going to have a lot of weapons. I'll be prepared.
You'd have to.
What if I see Bigfoot? And he wants...
Dude, I'd be more interested in the video of Bigfoot.
No. I'm gonna kill Bigfoot. And people need to
You want his body?
on his body.
That's fucked up. Let Bigfoot live,
I'm
man.
gonna drag it out so everybody can see it. What if I see Anunnaki? I'm gonna kill Anunnaki.
It's gonna be in the middle of fucking forest. You can
Might
see
be. I'm
Anunnaki.
gonna kill both of them.
Better off seeing Slender Man.
I'm gonna kill him too.
You're just going in like the Punisher, collecting fucking
I'm
mythical
killing,
creatures.
I'm killing all of them.
You're like, I want
I'm
Cthulhu
Monster
next.
If he comes up out of the water or the space water, wherever he lives, him too.
Space water. I thought, for the longest time, I thought that who's the guy that created Cthulhu? H.P. Lovecraft. I thought he was the dude that created Church Scientology.
No, it's a different guy.
But the guy that created the Church Scientology is a fiction writer, right?
Yeah.
That's why I never get that shit. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, me and my sister are experts in this Scientology thing. Watch a whole documentary on it. Crazy shit.
Anyways, what else going on with you, dog?
Oh, man. Nothing too much. Not too much. If you're looking for a job, we're hiring for a new supervisor. Because the new supervisor they just hired, apparently she quit.
Where would I have to work? Is it closer?
Yes. Less traffic, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in right now, is less traffic. Even driving California, like, our traffic definitely isn't as bad as theirs. It's getting there. I'm going to tell you right now, like, the way I left way too early here, and I hit a little bit of their traffic, and their traffic's just like our traffic when I hit traffic downtown. But they have traffic for no fucking reason. Like, when, like, you hit traffic and it slows down for no reason, it's like, what the fuck? Why do we even slow down? It's like that all over there for no reason at all.
That brings me to another good point. If there's an accident or cop stopped on the freeway and you slow down to look at it, you know what?
What?
Do you know what? You need to automatically be drafted into World War III. Just automatically.
So people like that. They just got to stare, man. It's that monkey shit where you're like, ooh.
That's why you'll be very good in World War III. You'll be frontline infantry.
Marines, right?
Marines. You'll be cannon fodder. Just great.
Oh, jeez.
Take bullets. You'll be super interested in that. I hate that, man. That just happened to us. There was an accident right there by our house at the four-way at the lights. Yeah. People were slowing down to look at it. Literally, there was just a cop. He stopped like a mile ahead to make traffic go the other way. The light was green. The person literally dead stopped for like 30 seconds and was looking at that accident like a mile away.
Jeez.
I was like, Skynet needs to activate because some people just need to go away.
Well, morons are everywhere, man.
But anyways.
Morons are everywhere.
Yeah, man, less traffic. So you live on the mountain. You live on the Misty Mountain. You just go straight down the freeway. I get to work in like 10 minutes on the freeway.
I'd be excited when all that freeway is built out, though, because that's going to make it easy for you to hop on and out of the freeway.
They just loop like 3 times around, man.
Dude, if I had the Z right now, it makes some cool wongoning. Because now it's like when before Splinter Cell left, all we had was like the 101. It was just like, wow. But now it's like hook on the 303. You can hook on the what is it? Northern now connects to 303 and the 101. I mean, you could just whip around stuff. I mean, it's
the 303 actually goes all the way around to the 202. I believe.
I think it hooks onto the 17.
It does something like that. I don't know. It does something crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how they're coming up. But anyways, all right. One last thing to ask you. I was thinking about this the other day. Hold on. Nice car, bro. Sounds like shit, by the way.
Oh, I was working yesterday, and it was my first event I was doing. So I was just kind of standing there awkwardly. Then this chick, apparently I work with, I guess, I don't know. I kind of remember her, but kind of don't. She's like, "Oh, hi, Ruben. How you doing?" I'm like, "Great.
Like, who are you?
Great. How are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, fine. I think she wanted to talk more, but I was like, "Ma'am, I don't remember you at all. I have no clue. I think I remember her one time, seeing her face."
She works with you or what?
She don't work with my department. She works in another department.
Oh, okay.
But she knew me,
Maybe
apparently.
she's trying to hit you up, dog. You should hit her up.
I think so. I just don't remember her name.
I mean, she knows your name that quickly. She should have been like, yo, what up? Holler at your boy.
I was like, I don't know. So I asked my buddy, I was like, yo, what? I'm like, you see this girl over there? Like, after they were done talking, I was like, you see that girl over there? I'm like, one next to this one. She has a hat on. He's like, yeah. I go, what's her name? He's like, oh, such and such. I go, is that her? Is that her name? He was like, yeah, that's her. I was like, oh, all right. I go, because she came over here and was talking to me, and she knows my name. I don't know her name. I've been working here for 2 months, and she apparently knows me, and I don't know her. He's like, oh, yeah. He talks like that. He's just real chill. He's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, that happens sometimes. There's a lot of people here. He goes, yeah, she's cool. He goes, I'm like, yeah, I don't know why she'd know me. I don't remember her. I don't recognize her at all. Right. I think I saw her face once, maybe. And he's like, oh, he goes, probably just conversation. He goes, everybody talks here. So probably just in conversation, we might have brought you up and said, oh, yeah, we work with this new dude, Ruben. And he just probably remembers you from that conversation.
But I mean, how would she know it's you?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So I got her name now.
Well, that's good.
I think I remember it.
Hit her up, dog. Hit her up. Like, hey, let me get them digits. Let me send you some to your DM box.
And then I guess she was having like, I want to say, I guess some kickback at her house later.
How old is she?
I don't know.
Guess.
25 to 35 range.
And she's still having kickbacks at her place? Very interesting. Okay.
Because I guess she just got a house. So.
Oh, I got you. It's a little housewarming?
Yeah.
I got you.
And so my buddy, he wasn't going to go. And I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I ain't going either. So.
Damn, son. You're missing out.
No, fuck that. I'm tired.
What is this going to be?
I'm tired right now.
Some crazy.
If it weren't for you dragging me out here and you driving, I wouldn't be here right now.
Come on, dog. You get this podcast out for people.
But anyways, that's that quick story that I'm apparently bad with names now. Normally it's you who are bad with names.
I'm horrible with names.
And I'm pretty good with them. But this is a little bit different because I don't remember meeting her in the first place. So
yeah, I'm horrible with names. It's not good, man. It's not good. That's what would kill me if I had to like work in something that involved like customer service, or I'm like, like sales or some shit. I'm like, what's your name again? I'm like, yo, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Well, I'm still trying to learn all the people's, like the people who are in the program's name too.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, like, I know you. You're
hey,
cool,
buddy.
Yeah. Like, hey, man.
How are ya?
Your name is what again? Yeah.
All right.
The only good thing is they give us like a list of who were taken out that day, or like who were
your kids, or
yeah,
the people,
who were working with the day.
Keep thinking
so
kids.
That's kind of help. That kind of helps a little bit.
Yeah, because then you get like a.
Yeah, I get a name with a face.
Well, not just that. You can also take role. You're like Steve. Steve, here, raise your hand. There's Steve. That's my boy.
That's my boy. That's my
boy
Steve. That's right. My boy.
You're like, now Jenny.
I knew that was you.
No, Jenny. Looking good, Jenny. Looking good.
Mm-hmm. I've done that sometimes. I start pointing to somebody. I'm like, oh, there's Sarah. Oh, yeah. I knew it was you.
Good job.
I knew it was you.
Sarah, looking good.
I was trying to trick you. I was trying to play like you're over there, but really, you're right there. I knew it. Nobody saw me fuck up, right? Nah, they didn't see you. Yeah, that's right, Sarah. Good job. All right, let's go. Yeah, no, I do that sometimes.
All right, man. Well, that's our time for the day. Trying to take these people's time. You know what? We keep fucking up, dude. I'm supposed to be saying our I hope they don't get mad at us. They're supposed to be saying our sponsors in the beginning and at the end. So I'll just do it at the end this time. And I'm hoping that they're okay with it.
Well, how many times did they tell you to say it?
Twice.
All right, we'll just say it twice quickly.
I'll just say it once and they'll be cool. So this week's sponsor, we're sponsored this week by Fleshlights for when your girl's not there. Use our code, LifeGeneralist. Or, no, is it LifeGeneralist? No, I think we moved it now. So it's now fucking Optimus Prime. Anyways, it's now...
Right, he's going to park right here.
He's going to park right in front of me. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I'm about to start this ad all over again. Hold on. Hold on, guys. This mother... He's going to flip a bitch right now.
No, he's going to park right here.
Of course he is. Destroy my audio.
Hilarious. All right, go ahead.
All right. Podcast this week is sponsored by Fleshlight for when your girl's not there.
Right.
Use our code, Monday morning.
Locker room talk.
Locker room talk. That's what it is.
Fuck, you need to go to sleep.
Dude, 20 hours, less than 20 hours in 4 days. And you get 10% off your order, and possibly they might have your favorite star on the website right now available for you to use. So once again, I thought you were going to do it for me. Anyways, Fleshlight for when your girl's not there.
I don't know what you're pointing at me for. I thought you forgot.
I thought you were going to
go. Stroke.
We're going to have to like do a.
We'll give them another one next
skit.
week.
I'll do a skit next week. No, we'll get a new sponsor next week. They'll be fine, unless we get crazy sales and then they're like, we love these guys. But anyways, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening to this on iTunes, share it with somebody, send it out to somebody else. Any of you guys watching this on YouTube, do the same shit. I don't know why I'm telling you different. And hit us up with some viewer questions or relationship advice. Those are always fun. And we'll see you guys next Monday.